Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you? Ashley DiNicenzo, EMC.
Bill.
Hi, Bill. Nice to meet you. Do you mind if I take a seat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So, thank you again for taking the time to meet with me today. I understand you're always so busy, but Ginny was so gracious to set up this meeting for us.
Definitely.
So, how was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
It was pretty good. I had to come in briefly into the office a little bit just to be able to take care of some things.
Oh, that's no fun.
But I did catch my son's basketball game, which was nice.
Good. Did he win?
No, they lost.
Oh no, that's all right. At least you were there to support
Yeah,
him.
exactly. I can't see too many of those, but it was nice to be able to get that in this weekend.
Oh, good. Well, hopefully we can change that and maybe you can go to more of those games.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So I just want to, give you my business card quickly so you can
All
have
right.
that. Do you have a business card that I could have?
I do not have one on me. I'll have to get that after the meeting.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. So I just want to make sure that there's still 10 minutes today for the meeting.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, perfect. And are there any other key decision makers that could benefit from sitting in on this meeting at all?
We do have a couple. They're not available at this time. I'm
Okay.
kind of squeezing this in as a favor to Ginny, but Alex, Director of Operations, is somebody that probably would be interested eventually, and then
Okay.
everything's got to go to Betty and George too. They're the owners.
Okay, perfect. And is it okay if I take notes?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right, perfect. Thank you. So I just want to set an agenda just so we stay on track, and I, make sure we keep it in 10 minutes so I'm not going over your time. I just want to briefly give you a description of what EMC is and what we do.
Okay.
And then I just want to ask you a couple questions just to understand where you guys are at the credit union.
Yeah, sure.
And then we can work together and possibly come up with a business solution.
Excellent.
So EMC is the global leader in enabling businesses to transform their operations. We work with businesses both large and small, and we offer information technology as a service, and we help you better manage, store, protect, and analyze all of your data, making you more efficient and effective as a business.
All right.
So I'm just going to start off asking a couple questions. How is it that you guys are able to continually cut costs?
Betty and George really are at the forefront of that initiative for the company, obviously because it's their company or their bank. They look at all aspects of the business, and if they can eliminate white space and cut costs, they do. That's in IT too. That's actually one of the reasons we rarely will spend tons of money on a huge system. We try to be able to piecemeal things together, and they give myself and the other administrators a lot of latitude and flexibility to be able to figure out how to be able to do that.
Okay. And so now, Ginny had told me that you guys are using the direct touch storage, is that correct?
Yep, all direct attach storage.
Okay, perfect. And how is that working for you guys currently?
I think it's fine. I think right now it does. When we grow, there's a couple of concerns there a little bit, but at the same time, we're very comfortable with it. We know how to manage this type of infrastructure, and something that we feel good about.
Okay, and then you mentioned growth, and Ginny had also mentioned you guys are looking to expand into Hopkinton. That's very exciting.
Right.
So you said there's some issues and concerns. What are those concerns for the growth?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to develop a roadmap within the next month to be able to deliver to Alex.
Okay.
And I don't know, I haven't even started it. So
okay.
I'm probably just going to do the same thing there that I'm doing internally right now in Franklin. But I've got to figure something out because I don't think we're going to stop in Hopkinton. I think this is going to be kind of a consistent process of expanding in the Northeast region and trying to get new customers and things like that. So things are going to change, and I've got to be able to figure out a way to make what we're doing today work for that.
Okay, perfect. That's really good to hear. I mean, it's always exciting for an expansion and even expansions further on. So, with that being said, have you ever had any, malfunctions or failures? You said that you had to come in on the weekends. Was that because of any failures with the system?
Yeah, I mean, it's the nature of the beast in IT.
Right.
They're all, if you're dealing with hardware and mechanical components, they're going to break.
Right.
So every now and then on the weekends, I have to come in, and if something fails or something breaks, I got to come in and pop it up onto another system or rebuild it myself. So that's something that I've just gotten used to over the past couple of years.
Okay, and would that affect any employee morale by any chance? Having to come in.
But
just you.
I'm not happy about it.
Right.
But it's something that that I've developed kind of an understanding that it's part of my job, and I work tons of overtime, and I wish I could get a little bit of a raise for it, but I mean I do get a lot of overtime hours, and it does take a lot of time for me to be able to handle some of these things, whether it's after standard working hours during the week or on the weekends.
Okay. And have these failures ever affected your customer satisfaction?
No, not yet. We've
Okay.
actually been pretty lucky. Every time we have a failure, we're able to rebuild and repair in a timely manner so that it hasn't affected anything. We're also such a small shop that if we do have a little bit of a failure, it doesn't impact everything. And it doesn't impact obviously anything overly critical. We take a lot of precautions and measures to make sure that we double up in all areas.
Okay. And if there was any detrimental information loss or anything for your customers, would that affect your expansion in any way?
I mean, if we lost customer data, I think not only would we be subject to potential fines and things like that, but also just our reputation as a bank. We're a small bank. People trust us. Yep. People know all the employees in the bank, so it's something that I think would diminish our brand a little bit.
Right. Okay. I mean, that being said, I feel like I have a better understanding of where you guys are at the credit union. You mentioned that you guys cut costs just by keeping what you have currently in your space. You want to, you don't want to keep expanding too much with what you currently have. That being said, your roadmap is still a little bit questionable. You're trying to find something for the future. Hopefully that is something that we can help you with. Yeah. Your time is important, although you do get some overtime money for that. Yeah, you still have to come in and miss some of those basketball games, which is never fun. And then your reputation is very important as that small business, and you don't want to lose the customer information. You don't want the failures to happen. So that being said, I would really like to show you something that we have that could eliminate all these pains for you. You wouldn't have to come in on the weekends anymore. It would help you expand into further locations, just beyond the Hopkinton location. You can move out further than there. It'll also help you guys consolidate all your information into one system. So would you be interested in learning a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I will. I think I'd love to be able to see what you have to offer. I'm a little nervous because EMC, it's probably the same thing you're selling to GE. So I'm a little bit concerned because you guys are so big. And I mean, I told Jenny I'd meet with you, but I'm a little bit nervous that whatever we're going to look at is going to be way too big for our business.
Right. So you're just a little concerned about our size.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Completely understand. We get that a lot. We really do pride ourselves on being a global leader and working with large companies like GE. However, I work in the small to medium businesses. So I work with many companies your size, a lot of credit unions, banks, et cetera, of your size. So, I will be here for you. Our IT system and employees will be there for you guys. We won't just throw you to the wayside. Okay. We'll always be there. So
all right.
That, relieves any pain that you
had. A little bit,
question.
Sure, yeah.
I'll just show you the VNXE system. This is a brief description of what it is.
Okay.
So our motto is simple, efficient, and affordable. So it's simple to use. It's designed for the IT generalist. It's very easy to change and switch over to. A lot of our customers have been very satisfied with that. It's very efficient, so it will help you grow. All your information is consolidated into one area, so you won't have to have servers or systems taking up space. So it's very efficient for space-wise, and then also it'll allow you to expand even further. And it's affordable. As you can see right down there, it's about $7,400 for the system. And I know that does sound, like a little bit higher of a price, but it's an initial investment that you would be making for, your company. Approximately, research that we've done at EMC, it's about $1,500 per server that you're buying, and if you have to keep adding more with more systems, more information, your expansion, your growth, that adds up over time. So you would just be reallocating all those costs to that one affordable price, and in the end, you'll have an efficient and easy system, and you'll have great backup and support from EMC.
Okay. I mean, this looks great as it's on the slide.
Right.
Once again, I don't have time to develop new skills or learn new technology, so it seems a little complex too.
Yeah, it's really, it's not that complex. Like I said, it's simple to use. It's designed for the IT generalist, and we'll be here for you throughout the whole process of the transition, from your old system to your new system. Okay. So you won't have to worry about, learning a new process or anything like that. It's a very easy to use interface, and like I said, we'll be on call. You have my business card. There's a customer forum that's on the interface that you can use and rely on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah?
Yeah,
so,
sure.
That being said, I would love to set up a meeting possibly with Alex next time. That way you can come in, learn a little bit more. I can bring in my IT guys, and they can show you it, so it's not just, on a slide. You can actually see it live, and we can get things moving.
All right, sounds good.
So I know my IT guys are free Wednesdays around 2. Does that work with you guys?
Sure.
All right, perfect. So I will, I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday.
All right, sounds
Thanks.
good.